Well, the UFOs. I mean, everybody is curious about that, fallen angels. Okay, the New Age perspective versus the Bible perspective of UFOs, and what you have found.
Well, I mean, we could do 5 shows on that, but
Yeah.
basically, in a nutshell, the New Agers, for the most part, as TVs like the Ancient Alien series, which I was on season 1 and season 2, UFO hunters believe in extraterrestrial paradigm. They believe that these entities are from other planets and somehow have the ability, through either wormholes or jumping through space or whatever, are able to somehow articulate those vast distances in light years from these places like Zeta Reticuli or the Pleiades or wherever, and they come and they manifest. Now that's one particular paradigm. On the other side, we've got Jacques Vallée, whose paradigm, secular researcher. His book, groundbreaking book, in my opinion, Messengers of Deception, basically states that these entities are interdimensional, in his opinion. That's the paradigm that I hold to, which just coincidentally happens to be the biblical paradigm. These are interdimensional entities which are visiting us on Earth. I believe that for the most part, 99.9%, they are fallen angels. So here's the deal. We're told to test the spirits. And I say this on my lectures. We see something, not sure what it is, rebuke first, ask questions later. Rebuke first, ask questions later. Rebuke it in the name of Jesus. Say the blood of the Lamb, the Lord rebuke you. Call it out. Say it out loud.
Yeah.
And then, see what happens.
Yeah.
If something appears, I don't care if it's a beautiful angel with long blonde hair and a purple robe and a flaming sword. I am from the Most High. Excuse me, answer me one question, pal, providing I can actually speak at that moment. Answer me one question, buddy. Did Jesus come in the flesh? Just like John admonishes us to. If it's anything else but yes, then we know it's an imposter. And you know why that question works? Is because they know when Jesus, the fallen ones, when Jesus came in the flesh, that spelled the victory. It spelled the defeat of the fallen one and the victory for Jesus. And they know that. And so when you say, did Jesus come in the flesh? It infuriates them. And they don't want to admit it. And that's why we're told and admonished in John's epistle to test the spirits like that. How many Christians know? Even, I don't care what it is. We're told to test the spirits. And we need to test the spirits.
Yeah.
The country's already divided, Veronica. You know this. The country is divided sharply. Along ideological lines, and it's not getting any better. They try to, with this recent shooting in Connecticut, all the gun lobbyists now are saying, oh, we got to control, get rid of the guns and collect the guns and all this. You can't have a society which glorifies evil. You want to get into it, and people go, there's no link between video games and this. Baloney, there's not.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to watch and you put into your spirit, guess what? It sits in there. Are you trying to tell me in the same this, I'm obviously heated about this, but you're trying to tell me that a guy sitting there and watching pornography hours and hours and hours, you don't think that affects his mental state? Of course it does. It's nonsense, and it's the same thing with video games. You sit there and you simulate killing people over and over and over again. That's the problem. And also, we medicate everything now. And these medications, there's a list I put on my blog on Monday of the shooters. All these shooters were were medicated. They were all on Zoloft or Xanax or whatever. They were all medicated. And it says right in the warning labels, may cause schizophrenia, may cause suicidal thoughts, blah, blah, blah. May cause suicidal thoughts. What? Where's this coming from? This is the problem. The other thing is when you take God out of the schools, God out of the dialogue, and you can't have a Christmas tree, and you've got the ACLU and the atheists, in the Democratic Party, we don't want God, nay! During their Democratic convention, right? The platform to adopt God, the God of the Bible, and Israel. Boo! And that's what we would have won. Except, Tony Villar, our mayor of Los Angeles, okay, the A's got it. Baloney, the A's didn't get it. The Democratic Party refused God. You don't think there's judgment? You poke him in the eye, as Chuck Missler says. You just keep poking him in the eye. We hate you, God, go away. At some point in time, he goes, okay, I'm going to go away. He turns his back and allows the fallen one. You don't think there's a fallen one? You don't think that there's this stuff that we're seeing, 4,000 abortions a day, 53 million abortions in the United States, 1 billion worldwide? You think people just drive me nuts. And then you look at these religious shows on TV. God's got a plan for your life. Meanwhile, the whole place, the United States of America, is teetering like this between these ideological wars between the secular humanists and the traditionalists. And guess what? The secular humanists are winning out. They're winning out. Christianity is what founded this country. It's the bastion it's the root of this country, and it's being swept away. It's the last place on earth where a Christian worldview is embraced, and it's slowly being swept away. This is a real problem in the United States.
Yep. People want God out of this country. Well, they're getting it, unfortunately. As you're right, Christianity's been swept aside. Well, we're not the salt of the earth that we were supposed to be. We were not the salt in the United States that we were supposed to be.